Tiny but mighty, a warrior in the sky. Oddity RC Xi25 with a twinkle in its eye. 2.5 inches, bursts in a whoop so small. Packing a punch ready to answer the call. Flips and dives, through the air it flies.
Squad, it's Quads, and welcome back to another video. First of all, just want to say thank you to everybody who has sent well wishes since I have been fairly ill. As a lot of you know, I do suffer with disabilities, which means that when I do get ill, I do get quite ill. So I have had an absence of a couple of weeks from making any sort of serious videos or even flying, to be honest. But I'm back, and I'm back with a bang. We are here with the review of the Oddity Xi25. Not only do we have a review, but we also have an exclusive discount code for you. So the Oddity Xi25 Pro is an upgraded version of the Xi25 series designed by the Oddity RC team. It's a small and lightweight cine-whoop that can be used both in and outdoors. Now, I always like to look at the benefits and I always like to look at the negatives. So first of all, if we have a quick look at what I would consider to be the benefits of using this particular quad. So you have lots of space on there to mount an external camera. Some of the footage I've shot here is with a naked GoPro. You can also fit on there a DJI Action 2 quite easily, an Insta360. You could probably fit a run cam or a GoPro Session on there as well. There is plenty of flexibility to, you could probably put a full-size GoPro on there. It's only a 2.5 inch, so you're probably going to be pushing that a little bit too much. Although you could remove the battery and power it up via a cable to save yourself some 30-40 grams. Now this is a 6S cine-whoop. So what that means in its essence is there's no issues if you wanted to fly inside or outside. It has a power for both. A bit of a negative point I would say is these ducts are proper ducts and they create a proper wake, and by means do I mean a proper wake. So if you are shooting indoors where there is things like papers or things on, tablecloths or things that are likely to get blown away, you want to be a little bit careful using this because it is incredibly powerful. However, I've managed to get 4 minutes and 11 seconds out of a 650 mAh 6S with a naked GoPro. So it doesn't have to be massively heavy just because it's a 6S. You can use a really small battery and still get a really good flight time out of it. Now, on the negative side, obviously the battery is going to be the issue because of the amount of space available. It only mounts in a certain way, so again, you don't want too much weight on there anyway. But the battery sizes might potentially cause you a bit of an issue. Now, the 2.5 inch size props or frame or size may limit pilots who prefer bigger drones because you do have to fly it in a certain way. However, you're not going to be flying it in the same way that you would fly a 5 inch. So realistically, it's like I've always suggested, it comes down to the right tool for the right job. You're not going to want to fly this on a long range mission along a cliff top at high speed. This is designed for indoor filming or filming around people in a controlled environment. You can get incredible cinematics from it as well. Pick the right tool for the right job. This is incredible at what it does. Now, what I do need to make you aware of, and what Oddity have mentioned on, I think on their website, Oddity have not asked me to say this, but I do think it's really important because one thing I'll stress about these builds are the quality of them is outstanding. One of my favorite drones right now is the Oddity Xi20, which is the 2 inch version. That blows the Flywoo, the Pavo, everything in the 2 inch category out of the water because the level of quality from that thing is unreal. But there is a real problem with counterfeit frames, specifically on places like AliExpress. These counterfeit frames don't use the same type of carbon, they don't use the same type of manufacturing, and they are inferior in all ways. But like I say, Oddity have not asked me to say this. This is something that I've researched myself. It is on their website. I did have a quick look on AliExpress. There are clearly counterfeit frames on there. And just from the pictures alone, you can see that there are real issues. So I would recommend, if you do want an Oddity build, then go with an original. Now, with that said, I can offer you an exclusive discount for viewers of the channel. If at checkout you type in Oddity RC _squadding space quads in the checkout box, you will receive an exclusive discount. So please save yourself a little bit of money, buy the original stuff, but use that discount code and then you'll be happy. So if we could have a very quick look at the spec, the versions available is either a 6S with a 32,000 kV motor set or a 4S with a 48,000 kV motor set. It will come with either an XT60 or an XT30, depending on what your choice is. And you can have it in plug and play, ELRS 2.4 or 900 or TBS. You can also have it, with CADX, DJI, or even as a frame only. So the actual spec of a build that you was to buy off them, and I would recommend that you do buy a fully built one from Oddity. One, the quality of the actual builds that they put together, so the soldering, the materials that they use are really, really good, and they're really cost effective. Obviously these days in FPV, everything's gone up to crazy prices. Oddity RC, they're knocking out some really quality stuff at some really affordable prices. And again, use the discount code on the screen and you'll get an exclusive discount as well. So the flight controller is an F7 40 amp all-in-one, and it's Oddity's own brand. The motors are the Spinny Boys, again Oddity's own brand. Really good quality motors these, and that flight controller again is really good quality. And again, they're available in 32,000 or 48,000 depending which one you want. It does come with gem fan or HQ props. I'd always recommend the HQ props, as you know. Comes with either the DJI O3, the CADX Vista, the CADX Walk Snail, whatever video transmission system you want, they have it listed on their site. They also recommend, it comes with antennas and things as well. They also recommend some of their own batteries, which again are really cost effective. 6S 450 to 850 mAh or a 4S 850 to 1150 mAh. Like I say, I've used a 6S 650 mAh and got 4 minutes and 11 seconds flight time with a naked GoPro as well. Now, sure, that's not flying it around like it's a 5-inch FPV drone, but it's not designed to be flown around like it's a 5-inch FPV drone. So it's tools for the job, isn't it? Package includes obviously the drone. You also get spare props and spare screw kits and you also get a spare duct set as well. Now, what I really like about Oddity RC is the level of customer service that they offer is second to none. There's been a couple of times where I've reached out to them and said, listen guys, I've got a really good idea, but I need a 3D print. Have you got one? And within seconds, I've received an email with the 3D print that I've requested. Absolutely fantastic. They're super responsive to questions. They're really open and honest as well. And that's not always the case these days in FPV. So there's a link below if you want to buy your own. There is also that exclusive discount as well. The link is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you an extra penny if you choose to use it. But what it does do is it tells Oddity RC that I am perhaps somebody that they may wish to work with in the future, because I am being open and honest about their products. Like I say, there are a couple of downsides to it, but in the main, a bit like the Xi25, this is probably best in class. The flight controller is ridiculously well spec'd, it's high quality. I think the only thing about the flight controller that I would say is it does have a micro USB connector on it instead of a USB Type-C, which I have personally had an issue with. That was my own fault. However, I do prefer the much more robust. Maybe Oddity could look at putting a USB-C on in future revisions. It's a really, really minor point, and it's purely down to the fact that with these reviews, I do like to call them honest reviews. I do like to be as objective as I possibly can. It's no good to you, the customer, or to Oddity or whoever the brand, if I just come along and say, yay, this is the best thing ever, here's my affiliate link, go and buy one. Sure, that benefits me, but that doesn't benefit you guys, and it doesn't benefit Oddity either. I've been burnt in the past by certain YouTubers who we all know who I'm talking about, saying that this is the best drone in the world, this is the best drone of the year, and I bought a couple of them. And they've been trash. They really have been trash. Manufacturers will never learn if we're not honest with them. And customers, things are really expensive these days. It's only right, fair and proper that I'm honest and I tell you the honest truth. So I'd probably, if I had to give it a score out of 10, I'd certainly say this is a high 9 out of 10. There's a couple of really minor issues. If I was in the market to buy a 2.5-inch FPV Cinewhoop, what would I buy? It would be this, to be honest with you. And this wasn't sent to me by Oddity RC. This isn't a paid review. They haven't asked me to say anything. They haven't even asked me to put this review out. This is just a customer who's bought a drone and has enjoyed it so much that I felt the need to share it with you guys. Please do give me a subscribe down below, leave a comment, share this video with some friends that might be interested. Like I said, there is a discount code in the comments. I'll leave it in a pinned comment as well, and I'll leave the link below. You've all been amazing. I've been Quads. Let's get some more videos out here. Until next time, peace.